everybody else went. And then he came up to me at the end and he goes, "Hey Matt, you've got to put me in a book. My name is Hector. You spell it H-E-C." And I was like, "Dude, I know how to spell Hector." And he goes, "I'm begging you, Matt, please put me in a book." And I said, "You know what? Maybe it will happen, you never know, but listen, I gotta go to this other school, so I have to say goodbye." So we shook hands, and I went to the other school. After I was done with that school, I went back to my hotel, and I went into my room, flipped open my laptop, and resumed working on a short story I was working on at the time, which actually comes out next year. There was one character who didn't have a name. He was kind of like the big-headed guy in the story, kind of like the ugly guy. And I was like, what should I name this kid? And then I was like, Hector. So I feel so bad because Hector says he's read everything I've ever written. So next year when he reads this story, he's going to be like, "Oh my God, Matt made me the big-headed kid." So I only tell you that because it's a warning. Just be careful if you try to call your shot to be in a book. That sports can take you places that you never could get to otherwise. But before I get to my college years, I just want to share a couple pictures with you. This is me and my dad when I was little. Do you see those cheeks right there? That tells you that I liked tacos at an early age. My dad, he was a very young father. He was a 17-year-old when I was born. And what does that mean? Well, he had to drop out of high school. He couldn't finish high school, so he had to get a job. And so when I was young, my dad was always working all the time, so I never saw him read. If you don't see your parents read for leisure, and this might be the case for some of you, do you know what the percentages are that you're less likely to become a reader when you get older? It's because it's not part of what you see growing up. Also, we never had a book in the house that was ours, that was fiction, until I was in high school. So when I was your age, there were no books anywhere in the house. Now, if you don't have books in the house, you're also less likely to be a reader. Of your bed, and the sound of their voices is love. A cab driver plays love softly on his radio while you bounce and back with the bumps of the city, and everything smells new, and it smells like life. Love, too, is the smell of crashing waves and a train whistling blindly in the distance, and each night the sky above your trailer turns the color of love. In a crowded concrete park, you toddle towards summer sprinklers, while older kids skip rope and run up the slide, and soon you are running among them, and the echo of your laughter is love. On the night the fire alarm blares, you're pulled from sleep and whisked into the street, where a quiet old lady is pointing to the sky. Stars shine long after they've flamed out, she tells you, and the shine they shine with is love. But it's not only stars that flame out, you discover. It's summers, too, and friendships, and people. One day, you find your family nervously huddled around the TV, but when you ask what happened, they answer with silence and shift between you and the screen. In your dream that night, you are searching for a love that seems lost. You open and close drawers, lift cushions, empty old toy beds, but there's nothing. You wake with a start in the arms of a loved one who bends to your ear and whispers, "It's okay. It's okay. It's love." And in time, you learn to recognize a love overlooked, a love that wakes at dawn and rides to work on the bus, a slice of burned toast that tastes like love. And it's love in each deep crease of your grandfather's face as he lowers himself onto an overturned bucket to fish. And it's love in the rustling leaves of gnarled trees lined behind the flower fields. And it's love in the made-up stories your uncles tell in the backyard between wild horseshoe throws. And the man in rags outside the subway station plays love notes that lift into the sky like tiny beacons of light. And the face staring back in the bathroom mirror, this too is love. So when the time comes for you to set off on your own, heavy winds will sweep past your building and great gray clouds will congregate above. Your loved ones will stand there like puddles beneath their umbrellas, holding you tight and kissing you and wishing you luck. But it won't be luck you'll leave with, because you'll have love. You'll have love, love, love. So thank you for letting me read that to you.